This video will show you what is in and how to use your Watercolor Caddy. There's a colorful piece of laminated paper in the caddy. Your watercolor paper is cut a little smaller. Use masking tape or painter's tape to tape your watercolor paper down onto the plastic. Doing this will help keep your paper from warping so much. Get one of the large plastic containers and put about 1 inch or 2 of water to share with the partner sitting next to you. There are a variety of brushes to choose from: fan brushes, flat brushes, and round brushes. You'll also need a half sheet of one of the good paper towels. There's a spray bottle of water, a container of Epsom salt, also a container of rubbing alcohol, and a pipette that we'll be using later. There are pan watercolors available. There's also a tin with tube watercolors in it. And there's a styrofoam palette that you'll need to cover with foil. And write your name on it in Sharpie. This palette gives you a place to mix your watercolors, whether you're working with the pan watercolors or the tube watercolors. Always start with the lightest color in your palette, in this case yellow. Rinse your brush in between each color so that you never contaminate the palette with other colors. We'll be learning to sprinkle salt on the wet watercolor and also drops of the rubbing alcohol using the pipette. You can also pick your paper up and allow the watercolor to move on your paper where you want it to go. If you're finished with your watercolor painting, you can leave it on the plastic mat if you want to and put it on the drying rack. Or you can take it off the plastic mat. Please use the bucket of water to clean your brushes. Use the spray bottle of water to clean your table and your plastic mat. Throw away the foil if you're done with your palette. But if you decide that you'd like to save your palette because you've done some mixing on that palette that you want to save for the next day, then you're going to take that palette and put it inside a Ziploc plastic bag. Those can be found in the cabinet where the other paint supplies are. There are some small scraps of watercolor paper in the caddy also, so you can test your colors. Put your name on the Ziploc bag. We always save Ziploc bags, so don't throw it out after you're done. And put your painting with your palette on the drying rack. Please make sure everything gets closed and put back into the caddy, and make sure to pour out your water and clean your space.